to be by Hashem, to be in Gan Eden, to be by the Kisei HaKavod, to be on that level, your neshama has to be clean. It's be clean. So if you got spots on it, right, sort of like a suit or a dress, you want to wear a gown to a wedding, but it's full of grape juice. You're not going to go with grape juice on your gown. So you bring it to the cleaners. You don't destroy the gown, you just clean the gown. So the neshama can't be destroyed. Even if it goes to Gehenna, it can't be destroyed. But if it has averos that have to be cleaned up, so there's Gehenna of Sheleg, there's Gehenna of Eish, there's many times before Hashem say it's not really fire, it's embarrassment. I don't know. Hope never to know. I don't know. I don't want to know. You should never know. Whatever it is. Interesting thing. Very fascinating. So there's a Gehenna of Sheleg, which means cold, ice. And there's a Gehenna of Eish, which is fire. Which one would you rather go to? So it says that the Gehenna of Sheleg is much worse, because ice can burn you. You ever touch, it can burn you, so you can have both. He brings down in a sefer called Reishis Chachma that what you are in this world, you're in the next world. You don't even have the power to change it. He says that the Rishaim, who have to spend time in the Gehenna of Sheleg, of snow, and then spend time in the Gehenna of Eish, steal snow, that's what it says, steal from the Gehenna of Sheleg, snow, to cool themselves off in the Gehenna of Eish. They're Ganadim in the next world. Like, how could you be a Ganav in the next world, right? They Ganadim in the next world. There's stories where fathers, bad people, came back to their sons and told them where money was hidden that they stole. Like, if you're bad to the bone, you're bad there to the bone. If you're good there. You have a koyach there also. Anyway, so sometimes a person comes to the next world and they have an Aveira. And they got to get rid of that Aveira. So like Bethan says, you got two choices. You have a choice. You can go to Gehenna whatever time, a second, whatever you need to do, clean it off, and then go to Gan Eden, or come back to this world and do it all over again. So most neshamas say, if I came back with one Aveira, if I go back to that world, maybe I'm going to come back with 100 Aveiras. I'll burn it off, I'll do what I have to do. And then sometimes those neshamas on the way to Gehenna say, no, this is not for me. I'll go back to the other world. We all are not in Gehenna. We all came back to this world. We all, everyone in this room, believe it or not, chose, I'm not going to Gehenna. I'll take my chances, and I'll come back to this world, and I'm going to come back, it's called Tikkun Gilgul, and I'm going to come back perfect. I'm not going to have to deal with this again. That's why Down syndrome kids and autistic kids are very big tzaddikim, because they don't have to go to Gehenna, and they come back to this world, and because they're not a bar das, they're not chayiv for anything that they do, so they're guaranteed spend 20 years, 40 years, 60 years, 80, whatever years you need to spend here, come back to the next world, you're done. Because they can't do an Aveira. But they could do a mitzvah. I go to a minyan, Shachris, where there's many Down syndrome boys daven there. Nobody says Aleinu like they do. Nobody says Amen like they do. So big tzaddikim, when a Down syndrome or autistic kid walks into the room, they get up. Because that neshama that's guaranteed to come to this world and not come back with any Aveiros, it's got to be crazy holy. Crazy, crazy holy. And they used to do something which they stopped doing, Baruch Hashem. They used to talk to autistic kids in Israel and ask them the secrets of like Hashem. Because those neshamas were very, very high, and the Rabbanan said, you got to stop doing that. They stopped it. Like when's Mashiach, whatever. There's a famous story that they used to talk to it, you're not supposed to do that. But those are like crazy high neshamas. We, in this room, are not guaranteed to come back better than we did last time. So that was a choice that we made. Now, you got to think about what you're doing here. Because I guarantee every girl in this room that last time you didn't come Shemayim with an Aveira of a smartphone. Because there weren't any. Most Gugulim are from 100 to 500 years. Most of you lived 500 years ago. So you didn't have phones. And you didn't have movies. So don't bring new garbage to the next world. That stuff you surely did not have. I'm one of you. I'm not any better. I came back. I'm not sitting in Gan Eden. I'm back with all of you. So I definitely wasn't a good guy. Wasn't perfect. I don't know what I was. But maybe I got a bunch of girls to go off the derech. I had to come back and open up seminaries and stuff to get girls back on the derech. I don't know I don't know. I have no idea. I don't read palms. But you're all back, and everyone who's watching is back, and it's Hanukkah. And do you have oil to bring back to your father? Or did you drop the bottle? Yes. I have no idea why I'm talking about this. Just whatever.
Where's